What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome to a episode. Why you call it episode? Welcome to the show. Hey, man. This is Coach Unchained, man. I got some special guests here today. I got Big Ant. And I got your man. I got two villains in the house. I ain't no villain yet, because they ain't mad at me. Yeah.
Don't worry. We're bringing them over to the dark side. Don't worry about it.
Got the therapist ATL, man. Welcome
What up?
in,
What
brother.
up? What up?
Welcome in. Again, Coach Unchained, man. Before I get started, like I always do it, don't hit that subscribe button, like button, share this content out. Myself, everybody's channel, those guys got a channel coming pretty soon, so y'all better be staying tuned because you talk about villains, man, y'all better watch out. Anyway, but yeah, man, we're gonna get started, man. Today we're gonna do a little talking about the current roster. We're gonna do part one is gonna be the offensive side. So we're gonna go through each position group. We're gonna comment on it. You guys can comment on also. Tell me what you guys think about this group or what we can do. Is this draft gonna help free agency or whatever? So we're gonna go that way. But hey, man, what you got to say for him today, Big Ant? How you doing today?
Hey, man, I'm all good, man. Like what we was talking about before with Juan, man. That video with our QB1.
Our QB1.
Our QB1. He putting in that work this offseason. And he gonna shock a whole lot of people come this season.
Don't hate, just appreciate.
Just appreciate it. I'm just leave that right there. I'm throw that alley-oop for you, Juan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1-1.
What up? If y'all ain't up, get up. Coach on. Ain't no time to taking no naps. But like my brother Big Ant said, listen, I tweeted earlier. I'm like, it seemed like our QB1 ain't worried about the naysayers. This man putting in the work. I told y'all. See,
Yeah.
let me just throw this in here because I know Coach going on the offensive side today, so I don't want to take his shine away from him. But we're gonna put y'all on notice. There's 4 videos right now. Well, there's 3 videos and 1 picture that lets you know where we're at right now. AJ Terrell working out. You know what I'm saying? You got Grady Jarrett living his best life. You got Ritter working out. You know, and then there's one more player working out. All the Falcons have been doing, making moves and improving. We not worried about y'all. We not worried about nobody talking about us losing, not wanting to win. And for all y'all naysayers, you seen it firsthand. That man got his head down and he's getting better at his skill position. Period. He ain't responding to no tweets. He ain't going back and forth on social media. He ain't answering the media at all. So y'all can take it or leave it, but we're not worried about y'all. We're worried about winning.
You heard what he just said. Just like Keith Sweat said, nobody.
Not a drop. Not a drop.
Y'all better listen up. Anyway, hey, man, let me give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat today, man. Got Nathan Floyd, got 10 Cam on 1, got D Coleman. Look what he's talking about. I should have known. Hey, man, I got a green screen. Why not use it? Why not? But Miss Maggie Cheese in the house, Miss in the house, Rob Banks, Ray Murphy. Welcome back, man. I told you I'd be back. Yeah, man. Deontay M, welcome in, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Was it Ephraim Jones? So this must be raining pretty good out in Atlanta, man.
It's raining down here, bro.
Y'all can have it.
And it's cold.
It cold too? Well,
yeah.
I'm cold and I ain't got no rain. So so I'm going on one. We're 1-1 right now. But y'all had 80 yesterday.
That's Georgia for you.
Yeah, man. That
Look, like I said, I went to the studio. It was 75 degrees. When I left, It was 52.
Mm.
I was like, nope.
Right. I went to the gym the other day with just a tank top and some shorts on.
Mm.
And now today I gotta close my damn windows. I'm like, man, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, guys, we finna get started, man. We're gonna do this right here. So we're gonna ride the screen up a little bit. I don't like that screen. And we're gonna use that screen. That screen ugly. We're gonna do it like this. There we go. We'll do it that way.
There it is. There it is.
We'll do it that way. Let me get rid of D. Coleman right there. Talking that talk. All right. Anyway, man, we're gonna start off in this wide receiver room, man. As you guys can see, this is what we have on the roster as of today. Don't mean it's gonna be that way when it's time to do the nitty gritty, but as far as going into training camp, this is what we have right now. And like I said, we got 77 people on the roster right now total. That's the three special team people, as well as 37 on offense and 37 on defense right now. But today we're gonna go over this offensive side of the room, and right now we know who number one is, right? As of now, we got Drake London. He's our number one wide receiver.
Yep.
Right.
So Mac Hollins is he a true number two? You
Could
got
be.
Scotty Miller, true number two. Three, what? Frank Darby, we know he's the special team guru
Right.
for this team. Then you got Jerry Bernhardt, who we don't know they know because he got hurt too early. Then you got Josh Ali, who finished the season up because they had to do something, and Rashawn Henry. So
Hmm.
with that question being with who we know we have on the roster, do we need to add in this wide receiver room? What you guys think?
Hmm. 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 I mean, honestly, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. For two reasons. One, because we don't know what we're going to get out of Jared Bernhardt in terms of staying healthy. Now his skill set, the young man's got hands. We've all seen that, but we don't know what we're gonna get in terms of him being to finish the whole season.
Income. Yep.
Um, Now when you talk about number two and number three,
Mm-hmm.
and based off the amount of film we've seen, from Matt Collins and Scotty Miller, Matt Collins, you know what? I would say yes, but I would like to see how he gels on this offense before I really, would coin him like a number two. I'm not saying that he's not, that player, but I would really like to see him how he gels with Ritter
Right.
because unless you know what I'm saying, because this whole offense technically is still a question mark
Correct.
because we haven't seen Ritter interact with all of them. We know what he can do with London. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Small part of it, yeah.
Yep.
Right, right. So you still, I don't want to be too premature with it, but from what I've seen, like I said, Matt Collins can do some things. I think, Ant, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I mentioned him kind of reminding me a little bit of, oh gosh, what's his name on the Rams?
Cooper Cup.
Yes,
Cooper
Cooper
Kupp.
Cup. Yeah, Cooper Cup. Yeah, he kind of remind me a little bit of Cooper Cup. Because you know how the way you could always Cooper Cup could always break off his route and go deep if necessary. You know what I'm saying? Or he could go across the field. He causes a lot of problems for the defense. So I mean, I would say that, but I'm still gonna have a reserve position for that for right now. Now
Gotcha.
it may change during training camp or whatnot. We may see something, but it depends on how his chemistry with Ritter is going to be.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true.
What's your take, Ant?
Uh, I've been watching. I was watching his film. When we picked him up, and he has speed, and he like So he can go deep, but he can also do short and intermediate routes
Right.
to
Right.
going to the outs or you know going across the middle. You know what? Him and Scotty Miller are almost the same type of person, but
Mm,
Scotty Miller has more speed, and he can block. He can
Right.
they can both block. So I
okay.
think he could be a number two, but
Right.
I still think that we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a wide receiver in the
Right.
draft.
Right. Right.
That's
Will, welcome in, man. We got another person here. What's up, Big
Big
Will?
Will, what up?
Hey, what's happening? What's
well.
happening?
Did you hear that question about this wide receiver room? What do you think about Matt Holland and Scotty, man? Do you think those guys are number two, or do you think we may have to go in the draft or find somebody in free agency to for that role?
I think right now they probably gonna have them battle it out for number two.
Right.
I definitely think we gonna have a draft. I think round about I'm gonna say the third round we probably pick up a receiver.
Right.
I
Right.
think the first two picks I think they're gonna be defense.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
definitely think it's gonna be a battle like they had last year. Make the
Make
weave
everybody
out the
work.
weakest link.
Yeah,
Right.
Weave out the weakest link.
everybody
You know
work.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
yep.
Just
Exactly.
because you got size and body don't make you a receiver. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Fact.
We're gonna see who run them routes,
We
who
done
know their
seen that
route
too
tree,
many times.
right?
Right.
Cause we had a whole basketball team last year. How many of those tall boys made the team?
One.
Oh boy, bruh, that
Exactly, exactly. Just
bruh, that
just
first
because you
time them they
tall and
fell
got
off like
size,
leaves.
yeah. Just because you tall and got size don't mean you can run that route.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we gon' that's what I like about Arthur Smith, them man. They all about their competition. I
Gotcha.
don't care with Arthur Smith. He don't care what round you drafted in, or if you came in the eighth round, like they like to say for the undrafted free agent, the eighth round. So like that's why I like that. Like put competition, man. Let the best man win out there.
Right. Right.
We all professional. Once you get out that college league and you come to this league, you're professional. I don't care what your name is.
That's it.
So have them boys battle it out there, and I think you got a quarterback that like to put it in good placement. So he gonna give you an opportunity to, put your best foot forward.
All right.
Yeah.
I got another question for you guys. With this wide receiver room as we have it now, with a couple additions, but just if you just imagine we just had this group right here. Is this group here good enough to go through the season with?
It
Yeah.
is, but I
Yeah.
have a little bit more depth. I'd rather have a little bit more depth.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least
Cause
I say
yeah.
pick up like two more wide receivers and let them battle it out for that. I think because I really think the Falcons gonna carry 6 to 7 wide receivers due to that special teams unit.
Right,
You feel
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
I really think they're
Yeah.
gonna carry 6 to 7.
Okay.
So
What
I
and it
rather them pick up. I rather them pick up two more, have them fight it out, so you know you got the best 7 that you could have possibly had. You know what I mean? So
well
yeah, I'd
and then
rather
too
them.
like and then to back up what you said, Big Will, people got to think about it. We have and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to coin phrase it so you can timestamp it, Coach. He Ritter is a dual threat quarterback. He's naturally a dual threat because he can throw and he can run if he need be. So with that being said, you're gonna want to have a nice rotation of wide receivers, big body wide receivers anyway, because like you said, you're gonna play teams. Teams are now gonna try to manipulate the line of scrimmage, and they're going to try to one if they can't get at Ritter with the blitz, they're going to try to shut down his options on throwing. Because remember, we haven't because everybody in the league knows we're a run first offense. So so they know okay with Ritter you can't load the box because it's going to be ineffective if he can throw over the top. So they're going to try to force situations where he's going to be in that position. So you're going to have a healthy rotation to keep them guys fresh. And like Will said, yeah, let them fight it out. Let them fight it out. Let them prove themselves because what we got to understand is this offense is pretty much a year one offense. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's still a year one offense.
Correct.
So
Hey,
everybody has Everybody has to gel together. So letting them fight it out, proving who's the best, that also helps them build chemistry with Ritter.
You know they're gonna try. They're gonna try to test Ritter out first. So they're gonna get this man 8-man box because they're gonna believe all this hype. They're gonna believe all this hype in the offseason that he ain't that guy. And he
Right.
gonna have to burn somebody during the season for them to get some respect off top. But
Facts.
I'm expecting early on for them to get them 8-man fronts because they know
They actually
we
gonna
were third. We were the third Russian offense last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm expecting them to load that box up. And
Over the
Oh
top.
yeah.
that's gonna be ugly because that means you got Kyle Pitts, Juju Smith, and Drake London all 1-on-1. Shit. Oh, it's gonna be nasty.
Good luck.
Man. It's gonna be
And
nasty.
don't forget about CP.
Right.
It's gonna be nasty.
Yeah. Right. And see, here's where this man's skill set is going to come into play, and this is why I revert back to the video. He knows how to read defenses. He's a walking playbook, so he can audible quickly. When you're a walking playbook, you ain't got to look at your wristband to see what's what. You already know. Okay, if they load in the box, I know what to do. He's already seen what the pressure can be like when they load the box, so he's used to the speed of it. So having that wide receiver room nice and with a nice rotation, bro. First, second, third down, everybody's fresh. So fourth down, if we choose to, we can punch you in the mouth with a run with a simple run plan. Easy.
All right, cool. All right. Before we get to the next topic, I'm gonna give some shout outs to people who came in the chat a little later here. We got Tab Sports and Gaming, James Overton, Kenneth Hardiman, and Eric Mack. And welcome in, guys. Also, Kenny said he said Jonathan Mingo, third or fourth round.
Hmm. I've been hearing stuff about Mingo. Coach, I haven't done a lot of study on him. What's your thoughts on Mingo?
Mingo is a cross between a DJ Metcalf
Okay.
and the AJ
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they went to school all together.
They all
Too.
went to the same school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's that big body receiver. I think Mingo may be. He ain't faster than he. Like I said, he's in the middle between
Mm.
those guys in speed wise.
So
So
you saying same pedigree, just mid tier.
yes,
Okay.
exactly what I'm saying. But Mist had two people. I see everybody talking about him. Is that Jalen Reed and Tank Dell? Tank Dell's just small, man. He's so small.
Yeah, he's small, but
Yeah,
he's
So
he's not a blocker.
Tank Dell kind of reminds you of what OZ.
No, he's faster than OZ.
He's
He
faster than
told me
OZ.
that.
Oh,
he
you mean like Turbo Taylor?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
faster than
like
Turbo
Turbo.
too. Yeah, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, he's like
He
that.
like he's a Tyreek Hill type.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
All right.
exactly what it is. Except smaller.
Yeah,
But
small. Yeah.
D. Coleman got another guy here that I do kind of like. Parker Washington, kid from Penn State. Yes, pick up in third. But yeah, man, it's a lot of options in this wide receiver with whom. But like I said, I don't think. Like I said, this is just what I got up here. I don't think it's solid. Like I said, Frank Darby, is he on the bubble? Yeah.
Mm.
No, Frank Darby on the roster. I can stamp that.
I feel the same you
Frank
feel,
Darby
Will.
on that roster just because of his special team.
Yeah.
But you know what though? You know what? Look at how the team is built right now. We've plugged up enough holes in this stuff in free agency to where you've got two coaches that give Arthur Smith the ability, him and Dave Ragone, give them the ability to focus heavily on the offense. You get what I'm saying? See, before you had kind of like Arthur was bouncing back and forth trying to manage, both sides and whatnot, which is fine. Even though he had Dean Pease there with him, but now he has two coaches dedicated that's going to be dedicated on the defense. So him and Dave Ragone, they can really, really hone in on all of the offense's, skill sets. So I believe Darby will probably, you know what I'm saying, Darby will probably get a boost in you know, where he's at. Because like I say, he's good, but it's just like, you know, he's one of them players where if you don't hear about him, you don't hear about him. And
Right,
if you
right.
don't make a play, you don't see him. So
And I got one more player that I want people to think about
You know what?
is the boy Cedric Tillman from Tennessee. If he wasn't hurt, like I tell everybody, I think I said this Thursday night. If he wasn't hurt,
Yeah,
you do not know about Jalen Hyatt.
that's
You don't
true.
know about him, not to that degree. Tillman was the man until he got hurt. So, but anyway, nothing on wide receivers. Let's move on to this next group. And I don't know what order I got him in. I just got him in here, so we're gonna go with each group. All right, tight end room, very important room. All right, as we see,
ooh, 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 ooh.
that's a nasty tight end room.
Bruh.
Nasty.
Nasty.
It's nasty. This is just in two people. Kyle Pitts, Juno Smith, Parker Hesse, Felipe Franks, John Fitzpatrick, John Raines, Tucker Fitz. All right. We know two gonna be are definitely. Actually,
Yep.
three. I'm gonna call Parker a definite also.
Hmm.
Felipe Franks, John Fitzpatrick. Okay, so he only gonna dress four tight ends, most likely. All right. Out of those two, who's gonna get the most play?
Huh.
Oh,
I would say out of those four,
Those
I'm.
two.
I mean, out of
I
those
didn't want
two,
those last two. Ain't. Yeah,
yeah, no, no, no. I ain't talking about the last time. I'm talking about the top four, and out of
top
those
three. Top
bottom
three
two,
good. Top three.
out of those bottom two, out of the top four, what are you talking about? Parker Hesse, Felipe Franks.
No,
Well,
I'm talking about Kyle Pitts, Juno Smith, Parker Hesse are gonna
okay,
be. They're
yeah.
gonna dress every week, no matter what.
So you
No
saying
doubt.
them last two, them bottom two,
yeah.
Felipe.
Felipe and John
Felipe
Fitzpatrick.
and John
Who's gonna
I,
Fitzpatrick.
Who's gonna get the play?
mm, I think John might. I think John might, but I could be wrong because Felipe can block.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only reason why I think I would say John, but I think the only reason why Felipe would probably go before him is because for one, they've seen him play, two, and he can block. And I think that with what we're going to try to do with this offense, Arthur Smith is going to want that up front so that Ritter can operate comfortably.
That's gonna be
Them top three, them top three gonna cause some problems. See, because what you do is the more you got, the more tight ends you got that can block, that allows Pitts to just roam free. That allows him to cause so many mismatches and problems on offense. So keeping Felipe Franks blocking and stuff like that is essential.
But Felipe could be one of those guys this year. Right now, could be out there working with Desmond, working on his hands, working on the timing. You
Yeah,
never know.
Never
that's
know.
true. That's true.
He's the wild card.
Yeah.
And if John Fitz, then again, you may see Arthur Smith go five tight end because Juno Smith is like a Swiss Army knife. He plays a lot of positions.
Yes.
He's he's gonna be that cat. All right, Kyle Pitts is gonna be he's gonna be a decoy and basically a tone setter. Juno gonna be the dirty work dude. He gonna be the one doing some stuff that's just gonna make people so mad at the Falcons.
But what it's going to also do is, especially with those that extra bodies, it's going to keep Cal from doing all that extra blocking too.
Yes, that's the
Mhm.
dirty
There
work
we
I'm
go.
talking about. Yeah,
So
because what they're hoping to do is they want Kyle and Drake London out front. They want Kyle and Drake London out front majority of the time.
mhm.
Yeah,
They
see,
want
but
they want Juno Smith to come out of nowhere. They want when he get ready to do what he gonna do, it's gonna be like, wait, what? We wasn't expecting that.
see, it's like what Mister is saying right here. Juno can be lined up on the outside, inside,
Inside, running back.
Right,
and that running back.
right. He gonna do that dirty work. He gonna
So
do the dirty work.
you know how they use Parker Hesse out the backfield to catch passes, right?
Yep.
Right.
Now they got a sure hand guy who can catch the ball and he can turn up the field.
Oh yeah. Coach, the yak yards are gonna be stupid. The
Mm-hmm.
yak yards. That I'm gonna be
Juno.
honest with you. If nothing else, the yak yards are gonna kill 80% of the teams we play.
Mm-hmm. Because think about this, you got both those guys in the game. Okay, just imagine this lineup, just out of GP. Because I'm an asshole like that. You got Drake. I'm just going just on small general. You're gonna have Kyle and Juno on the field at the same time.
Mm,
Tyler Algier on the field at the same time.
mm, mm, mm.
What can you double team?
Oof. The defense,
Nobody.
they better count
If
their
you
blessings.
crowd the box too much, now you got all these guys who can be one on one with people. You can't handle Cal one on one.
No.
You
That's
can't
out the
handle
way.
Drake one on one.
You ain't
No.
better have no you can better have judo either.
That's what I'm
One on
saying.
one.
So now you at a disadvantage. You're gonna be dropping into a zone. So you drop into a zone, guess what's gonna happen? Well, you're gonna get beat with a run. So it's how what's your word? Pick your poison.
Yeah, yeah. Let me go ahead because I'm working on that right now. But it's about to be it's a pick your poison season, people. You heard it here.
Mhm.
Often replicated and duplicated. We innovated it over here. Pick your poison season. You heard it
I,
first.
I saw
You
this
heard it here
morning.
first.
I think it was D Coleman said something about Desmond having 3,800 yards. I can see that.
Yeah, it was decoming. Yeah.
I can see that. But I can see 4,000 actually easier.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
Matt Ryan season.
Bruh. And you gotta think, man, and this is what we be trying to tell y'all. You giving a man who's not afraid of pressure a comfortable pocket and weapons on top of weapons on top of weapons. So whatever you decide you want to do, if you want us to run it down your throat, whatever you like. If you want us to go over the top, whatever you like. If you want us to go down the seams across the middle, whatever you like. But y'all corners and safeties is gonna be tired.
And then you try to clear everybody on top. You're going to have
Oh,
Holland coming underneath.
I know
Oh,
they did not just do that. What in the hell?
You watching baseball?
No, I'm watching that XFL.
Oh,
They
right.
went for it on fourth down and they got that shit. it,
That
it was
long
wide
fourth
open.
down thing.
Yeah, it was wide
yeah,
open.
man. That XFL is something else, man.
Hey, well, I love football, so I love it.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. I just see these two and Mitch put right here. He saw Fitzpatrick was practicing with Desmond yesterday. He saw it on IG.
Okay, that's what's up.
See, and what you guys got to understand, Ritter ain't waiting till training camp to get everybody together. Ritter like, bruh, come on, let's get this work in. Now, what you're going to see in training camp is the fruits of his labor when he's building chemistry. Everybody that's getting put on the offense now, all these weapons, he's building chemistry with them. So when training camp comes, it's just repetition. So when the preseason comes, it's just repetition. By the time they get to the season, it's going to be repetition. It's going to be second nature with them. That's what you're not paying attention to. That's the dangerous part. Because now you won't have slow starts.
All right, let me get this super chat out. Well, thank you, Dre Harris, for the $5 super chat. He said Juno is going to pair with CP and run out the backfield. Can you imagine those two in the backfield at the same time doing a
Oh
cross
my,
buck?
Oh my
oh
gosh.
Doing
my,
a, hey,
oh my
and
god.
you do a cross buck.
Oh my God! Come
Whatever you
on.
like.
Yeah, man.
You can't
Nasty.
handle that. You
I
cannot
expect
guard
a
that.
lot of two back formation this year.
Oh
I
yeah.
expect a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
remember last year they had three backs in the backfield last year a couple of
that
times.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
went
That
had
that
too.
reverse wishbone
they had
last
that
year.
wishbone set up them.
Yeah, that reverse
Yeah.
wishbone was set up last
Yeah.
year. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have somebody go out the bat and then you run this way. Yep.
Like,
that's a great play action thing too, my lord.
oh my God.
Great play
And
action.
that play action is so deadly. That's like a surgical knife because boy, can that be giving defensive coordinators a fit.
So again, thanks again, Dre Harris, for the $5 super chat, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, man. What do you think about this group here, Big Will, in this tight end room?
Hey man, like I keep preaching, depth is a plus. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man.
They
We got
got
a lot.
depth
Yes, sir.
everywhere, man. That's what they're going for this year. Let
Mm-hmm.
them battle out. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to hear about it. As much clippings that they need to do this all season, I want to hear about everything. You know, let it go out. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be ugly. John Fitzpatrick got that Georgia blood in him. He gonna come forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a battle between him and Felipe. They both the same size. It's gonna go down, man.
That's true. Yep.
It's gonna go down.
But y'all, hey,
They might carry 5. I'm thinking they're gonna carry 5.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking the same
Yeah.
thing because Felipe is that
Mhm.
emergency guy. But
I,
y'all,
I,
hey, I got a question for y'all. Just a get everybody's blood boiling just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little question. Tight end. What happens if Atlanta trades back
mhm.
and pick up another tight end?
Coach.
Ooh.
Don't you
Coach.
do it. Don't you do that, Coach.
Coach, it is
I,
Passover.
I'm gonna have a heart
Coach,
attack.
it is
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Passover.
We drive back
hold
in
on,
Atlanta.
hold on. I ain't told you who I'm
Uh
talking about yet,
oh.
but y'all kind of know who I'm
Uh
talking about.
oh. I know
We
Just
who
know
you're
who
imagine,
you
talking about.
talking about.
just imagine
I
they
know
pick up
exactly who
Darnell
you're talking
Washington.
about. I knew it. I knew it.
Coach, it is Passover. You should not be turning over Easter tables. Come on now.
Ain't no egg yet.
Coach over here turning over tables.
I'm just saying. You know I'm thinking out loud,
Yes.
man. That's just
Ooh.
me.
Oh my goodness.
Just imagine. I don't see it happening, but just imagine.
I mean, Coach. You know what? For once, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole with you. Why not? Why not punish? I'm like this. We've been getting disrespected for so long. Why not just punish the league with
Punish.
this
Just
foolishness?
punish.
Just
Just punish.
punish the league. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
saying that one good, you know how we all gotta have that one good time where we just show out, just
Listen,
completely out, just go butt naked with it.
can y'all imagine that this
Mm,
think again.
mm.
This is the office mind now. Just imagine. We had Darnell in that game, right? You got Darnell, Kyle Pitts, Juno Smith, Paul, I'm gonna say John Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh. Oh my
And
goodness.
you got Tyler in the backfield. You going up with 4 tight ends on the field at one time. What can you stop?
So
nothing.
you saying 4 tight end, 1 wide receiver? That what you going with?
Four tight
We'll try to
ends
what
and a running
one
back.
One X factor running back.
Yeah.
How
Mm,
can you stop that?
mm. And they can all block.
I'm just saying.
Man,
I'm just saying. You know how long that
Only
game?
reason I see them, only reason I see
What
this
you laugh
happen,
for?
only reason I see this happen right here though, Coach. If we try to, say for instance, Jalen Carter gone, we
Right.
decide to drop back for Nolan Smith, but somebody jump up and snatch him, and there was a run on them defensive end, then I can
yeah,
see
but
them taking that risk on that tight end.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
at that point, he'll be one of the best players available at that point.
yeah.
A lot of your
Fact.
defensive end got snatched up before, you know what I'm saying, you were able to get to him. Then, that's going to drive everybody crazy. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Hey, but
How do
see,
you guard that? How do you
and
guard that?
see,
That's what I'm saying.
and that's what I'm about to say because
Bust ass.
and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm glad you brought this up, Coach, because even with a team like Philly that's got a nice defense, they would be almost null and void. You would literally, you would have to pray they make a mistake. You would have to.
There's no cornerback or no safety going to be able to stay with Darnell.
No,
if they stay with him, he over the top on.
No,
he over the top on every time.
Man, let me tell you something. Whoever play us with that kind of setup during that down, just go ahead and give it up. Go ahead and give it up.
That's wishful thinking, PlayStation stuff.
Well, anything ain't possible. Anything ain't possible right now. We don't even know.
Hey,
I just had
even worse.
That was on my that's been on my mind for a couple weeks.
It'll be even worse though, Coach, if we able to get our D end that we want, and the league mess around and fuck up and let Donnell Washington fall to the second round. Oh my Lord,
boy, you talking about Christmas? You talking about Look, I'm gonna go back. Look. I'm gonna go back and say what Calais Campbell said. Hey, see y'all in February. Y'all in January.
Talk about clock management. Oh my god!
I'm gonna tell you, at that point in time, you have a playoff type offense. Y'all can say what y'all want about Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder and Arthur Smith will be on the sideline laughing. Look at these fools.
See, look, we got two different answers here. Check this out. Look what Dante M said. He said, Frank can't catch worth of shit. I'd rather have Fitzpatrick. He can catch. However, you go to J Black 142, he's had something different.
Well, look. Here's what. I can say this. If Felipe is focused, he can catch. Yeah. He can catch and he can block. We've seen him block.
He took a lot of shotgun snaps, so he can catch.
Yeah. He can catch. He just gotta be. He has to be focused. Yeah, he got to be focused. When he not focused, yeah, he gonna be Butterfingers. But see what you got to understand too is when Felipe was getting the ball, he was in a lot of traffic because he's a big body, so he's gonna garner some attention. But with them boys on the field, you could throw it to Felipe all day long and he'll catch it because they gonna be like, what the. They wouldn't see Felipe coming at all.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. Like
they wouldn't see him at all.
Traffic. Plus, he had Marcus Mariota throwing on the ball, so he went
in a good spot.
He went in a good spot.
Stop cussing on here, Will.
His name is Angels in the Outfield. He is no longer Mary Hooker. He's Angels in the Outfield.
He said Mary Hooker.
Mary Hooker. Mary Hooker.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that man took time to work on his hand because his brother is a tight end in the NFL. So I'm pretty sure he gets some help. He gets some help from his brother to learn the game, to better learn the game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because this gonna be his make it or break a year right here.
Yeah, that's true.
If he show something,
that's true.
They not gonna bring him back next year.
It is no excuse for you to not be top of your game with all these guys beside you. Come on, sir.
Bruh, they drafted his replacement already.
JB said, welcome in, JB said, if we get done, I think Hesse getting cut.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind that either. Because Donnell Washington is better blocking than Hesse. Donnell Washington, he put tackles on their ass.
So
you watch Georgia Tech, he put tackles on.
Who you gonna bring out the backfield?
So you would have.
You don't want to come out the backfield block.
No.
You'll just see more Keith Smith. You'll see more Keith Smith.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a disrespectful tight end room right there. That man,
it'd be nasty.
Ooh.
All right, let me tell you, I got some new people just came in. Trick 654, welcome in. JB, Drew, and Io Sinyo. Whatever, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Just say Io.
Io Sinoy.
Oh yeah,
I could be saying it wrong, but
we just Io Sinyo.
Yeah, Io Sinyo. Yeah, that's him. Anyway, all right, man. Let's move on to this next topic here. Well, the next group brings that topic. Next group. Y'all ready? I don't know who it is, but we're gonna go to it.
Let's
Running
get it.
back room.
Woo, the
Ooh.
battering. No, coach, that's the
Ooh.
battering room. That is not the
Coach.
running back. That's the
Ooh.
battering room.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
coach, because I got some shit to say about this.
All
Go
right
ahead.
now. As you see, strong running back. We got Tyler Hadjier, Cordell Patterson, Caleb Huntley, Avery Williams, B.J. Baylor. We got the two fullback, Keith Smith and Clint Raktovich. So with this group, we can pretty much say we got three that's for sure. Avery Williams, he ain't going to because he's our return man. We know he's
Mm-hmm.
there. All right. Tyler Algier is not going anywhere. Cordell, as of now, we know is not going anywhere. Anything can happen, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Caleb Huntley,
Yeah.
2 years in a row, same injury.
Yeah.
He's very expendable right now. All right.
Yeah.
And he's not that guy.
I think this is making a break a year too.
I,
He got to
I'm,
show them that he can stay healthy. That's what he got to show them. That he showed
see,
Yeah.
them he can run the ball. He showed them he can do that.
all right,
He just got to show them that he can stay healthy now. But he ain't been able to do that the last 2 years. He been injured.
correct. Right. However, this kid here, B.J. Baylor.
Yeah.
Talk
All
about
right.
him.
Like I told Ant earlier before we got on, I've been seeing his name pop up. People in other groups have been talking about B.J. Baylor. I think I'm one of the first person to mention this kid's name.
Yep.
Nobody else looked at the roster and see who's going to bet that. This kid here has a chance to make this team this year, I think.
Mm-hmm. I remember you
So,
talked about him.
yeah. So, with that being said, do we go in the draft and get a running back?
Uh,
I think if we go in the draft and get a running back, it's gonna be another fifth round or fourth and fifth round pick. And it's gonna
right.
be like a specialist. It's gonna be a specialist to replace Cordell Patterson when he retires. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's gonna be somebody who can catch out the backfield. And there's a couple of those guys in this draft. A
Okay.
couple of them. But I
Yeah.
definitely don't see them getting no running back in the first round. I can
No.
damn near guarantee
Hell
that.
no.
I
No.
can damn near
Mm-mm.
guarantee that everybody saying this Bijan, I don't care how good a running back this man is. They ain't going to get no running back in no first round. You can't tell me the last time the Falcons went and got a running back in the first round.
Well, because
TJ Duckett, I think somebody said.
Yeah,
they
TJ
they're
Duckett, the last one.
out of this list right here, for what you see out of this list right here, we ain't gonna go to we ain't gonna touch on Keith Smith or whatnot.
Okay.
BJ Baylor can be developed. BJ Baylor can be developed. Caleb Huntley, when you got an injury, a constant injury on that leg or whatever, it's seen as brittle. That part of you is seen as brittle and questionable, and you would only be able to do limited snaps because nobody would know when you would go down. So because we're a run first offense, developing the next man up would make more sense anyway. And like Big Will said, picking up a running back in the fourth or fifth round, that's just insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at it. Tyler Algier had his breakout season. We already know what Cordell Patterson can do. He can do it from end zone to end zone, so we ain't going to talk about that. But I would like the Falcons to develop B.J. Baylor and give him an opportunity.
Well, he's
Yep.
been
Now,
sitting
if
in
you
that
see,
practice squad. He sat there the
if
whole
you see
time.
Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
But if you see BJ Baylor develop, then no, we're not getting no running back. If he
right.
develop, because
Right.
he got the hands to be that catching running back out of the backfield. So
That
if he
see,
develop like Coach Smith think he's gonna do, then yeah, we're not touching the running back this year.
Right.
right.
Unless it's undrafted. Somebody come out undrafted and show their ass off, then we might, you know what I'm saying? But you know they love getting them 8th round picks, as they like to say.
Yeah, yeah. But see that, and that's the thing that that's the thing that people got to pay attention to. Most of the players that broke out on the Falcons were developed. If you look at it, they had second chances. We allow Arthur Smith saw what their skill set was and knew where to plug them in. And you got to think with so many tight ends, with the wide receiver room the way it is, with the O line the way we making it, BJ Baylor may have a breakout year like Tyler Algier. And then you saw what kind of, you know, You saw how we wrecked havoc with Caleb Huntley and Tyler Jim once they got hot. We was running all over teams.
Yeah, I got another thing. Avery Williams didn't do too bad when he had his opportunities either.
No, he
Sure
did.
did.
So
And
Give you that
this
speed.
offense is actually a plug and play for running backs.
yep.
Technically, it's a plug and play for running back. With this run scheme we have, as long as those guys hit their hole and do their assignment as a running back, they can be successful in this offense.
And we have so much on this offense. You not only have an opportunity for rotation, but at the same time, like you said, you're not burning out one player over multiple quarters.
Mhm.
So if you see that, like I said, if you see that, he may be getting tired or, he a little banged up, yeah, let him sit down and then plug him in. Because I'm gonna tell you, Arthur Smith now, when you play the Falcons now, it's gonna be about chess on the field. We literally gonna set up quarters different ways so that by the fourth quarter we putting all the main characters on the board. They're gonna be refreshed, and we're gonna punch you in the mouth and win the game. You're not gonna
Well,
be dealing with a burned up.
it always been chess with Arthur Smith. He just didn't
Yep.
have all the pieces on the board. You know what I mean? It's just like going to
Right.
one of your hood friend house and then lost a couple of pawns and y'all playing with checkers and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It just he ain't have all the pieces, bro. Now he got all
Right.
the pieces. You see what he able to adapt to, like he had in Tennessee, how he made them one of the top nine offense. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Well, you got to think what was normally our issue in the fourth quarter. Most of the time, our team was tired. Either the defense was burned out, and the offense was maybe doing their thing, or sometimes you had a lot of guys getting fidgety. They getting all excited. Because either they got to come back to try to win the game, or we're in the lead and we trying to keep focused. With this right here, Arthur Smith can just pick whomever he want, the best of the best in the fourth quarter, and be like, all right, bet. Now we're just gonna run it down your throat. We're gonna punch you in the mouth and finish the game.
All right. This statement by D. Coleman makes sense, though. Think about this situation we're talking about the running back room. He said, we ain't think we would touch a tight end or wide receiver in the last 2 seasons.
Right. True.
So,
but what we did know, they needed offense the last 2 seasons though. They did need
Yeah.
offense.
that's true.
Yeah.
Cause we lost Julio and Ridley. We need an offense.
That's true. But what's called was brought in thinking. Now think about Kyle Pitts was brought in thinking that Julio and what's called would be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that Kyle Pitts situation is a little different than Drake London thing. Drake London brought in because we lost 2 wide receivers. So yes, that was a little.
You remember, Coach? They said before the draft thing, Julio Jones was talking about he wanted out. You
But
remember when they did an interview with them? They did an interview, and
yeah, but
and the coach
it
was
wasn't
saying,
public. But it wasn't publicized like that.
right. It just
To
we
have-
didn't have the knowledge, but the
Right,
coach and them
right.
knew.
Yeah,
So
maybe
that's
yeah.
what made them go get the tight
Kyle
end.
Pitts.
Made him go get Kyle Pitts because he can
Right.
be used in wide receiver roles.
But he still,
So
he thought Kevin Ridley would play a whole season. We didn't think Kevin Ridley would quit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what we thought. Calvin Ridley was gonna be that number one when we seen he couldn't
Exactly.
handle number one
Yeah.
do this. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah.
Nope. Couldn't do it.
Now, I'm always controversy.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Running back. What if we do take a running back in the first round?
Oh
Who's-
boy.
Oh
Who's no
Lord, have
who's
mercy.
no longer-
Ain't no way you
who's-
can explain that. Ain't
Hold
no way.
on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Mm.
Let me finish.
Uh-oh. He owns something.
Who's the odd man out? I'm gonna go on a limb. What if we do take Rajon Robinson?
Caleb Huntley.
Only gone.
Huntley gone, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, Huntley may be going anyway. But that's another story. But now, think about this.
If you taking him, I'm thinking that you were already saying, hey, Cordell Patterson, we done with you or something. If you taking that running back that high, you telling me you ain't trying to have Cordell Patterson in the backfield no more. He just gonna be doing special team duty,
If that,
strictly special team
he
duty.
can be released and don't lose no money.
Right? They won't lose much. They probably lose like a meal five or something like
I
that. They
mean,
ain't gonna lose much on him.
it's
So
not a
you
lot.
don't think you don't think they just had CP as far as depth?
Well, they won't say they'll have him doing special team duties only. If they get a
Yeah,
running back that high, a running back in the first round means you got to play. You can't sit on no bench.
yeah. No,
You got to play.
I'm with you on
That,
that.
that's
Yeah,
that's what. Like I said, I'm thinking outside the box, and anything can happen, man. You see what I'm saying?
especially with
That
this team.
that's why I'm bringing it to the fruition in case it happens, so you won't be surprised.
yeah.
See what
That's
I'm saying?
true. That's true.
If you hear it now, it's like, okay, he said that. I, it may happen. Don't know. I don't want it to happen, but it can happen.
I'm looking at
Think about this. Okay. I'm gonna give you a reason. Two-headed monster of Tyler Algier. I love Cardero, but you have a Rajon Robson and a Tyler Algier in the same backfield. Can you imagine the uncertainty of what the defense have to do?
true, but coach, one question.
Go ahead.
Okay, if you had that two headed monster, would you still keep Caleb on the roster?
Caleb's gone.
Okay, so he'll be gone. So you would have so pretty much you would like I said you would only use CP in special
I would
like
use
I said.
CP for more of
See,
that catch
if
down.
we get that, and we gonna have to use two running back sets. So that means Keith Smith, he's out of here. He gone.
No, no,
We
no,
ain't
no,
worried
no, no,
about no
no, no,
fullback.
no,
We
no,
gonna be
no,
running
no,
two
no,
running
no,
back
no,
sets.
no,
A
Mm-mm.
lot, probably like
Mm-mm.
60 to
Mm-mm.
70% of
no.
the offense.
Keith Smith ain't going nowhere.
Keith Smith
Nah,
is a
he's
full.
here.
They got you
That,
forgot they got Hesse.
that
They got Hesse
backup,
now though. They
that
got
that
Hesse.
backup. No, look, listen. That backup, he gone.
Oh, he's gone
Okay?
anyway.
Yeah.
He's on the press squad anyway. So this is what I'm saying. You would lose Caleb
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
They will probably hold BJ Baylor or cut him because they won't release Cordero over Baylor.
Nah,
That
they
won't
not.
happen.
No.
So you'll have that three-head what's called. So Cordero would be probably to his return, his kickoff return for sure.
Yeah.
But he would get his spat because Cordero is what 30 some years old now.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he just went over 30 years. Hold on.
Yeah. So, but you
It,
know, he
but
won't be. He'll get probably 12, 15 carries plays the game, maybe
yeah,
more. Depending how many. So you're gonna divide those carries between Tyler and Prejean. So whoever's hot,
that's what
they're
they
gonna
going with.
go. Because you can't go out. When you bring uh, Algeria in the game late, he's more beastful. He's your
Punch,
closer.
Yeah.
Punisher.
He's your closer. I
So you
let
would
I,
open it up with Bijan. You would open it up with
on
Bijan,
serious. Yeah.
close it with Algier, and let
Who needs
Cordero.
those short yardage? When I need those third and fourth. I'm bringing Tyler in there.
Yeah. Cause see, and you got to think too. A lot of the times Cordero got jammed because the blocking wasn't where he needed
Terrible.
it.
Exactly.
If he had the blocking, 80% of them times when he got the ball, he was taking it to the house. He was taking it to the house.
So
So he would be that he'd be that Swiss Army knife when either one of them got tired. And I believe with that they would rotate them out so they stayed fresh all game. That's my thinking.
but yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like I said, that's just something that I was thinking about. But don't mean it's gonna happen, but it could. So, like I say, we don't know what this regime gonna do, man. This that front office is they have their own minds, man. Like I said, whatever they do, I'm supported. That's all I can say. May not like it, but I will support it. They know better. That's where they get paid the big bucks, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I look at. All right, y'all ready for this next group?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I got what did I say here? Somebody just came in. Somebody said something about running back. Oh, Deuce Vaughn. That's another kid I need everybody to go check out.
Ooh,
He's
yeah.
pretty good too. So there's a couple guys out there. You got him. You got Keon Mitchell that Nathan Floor talked about.
Hey,
He's pretty good.
bruh, he is dangerous.
Israel's
I'm
good
telling
too.
you.
Israel's
Yeah.
good too. So and one more person, kid from Tulane,
Oh, Tajay Spears. Oh
Isaiah
my
Spears.
God, man! I
Ooh.
seen him play.
But I just think he's just so tiny.
He is tiny, but that man,
He's
he
tiny,
is
but
fast as hell,
he's
man. I'm
just
telling you.
he's like the little leprechaun man.
He remind
Such a
me
little
of him.
leprechaun.
He remind me of Emmitt Smith, man. I'm telling you.
Just smaller.
I
Yeah,
think, and he's like 5 feet something, 5 feet
he's
short,
down there. Yeah,
5 feet short. Let me see. I got
Whoa.
yeah,
Yeah, he would be the bowling ball.
yeah. He's like 5 feet short. Horse ties.
yeah. He's a bowling ball for real.
I got him here somewhere, but he's a little short. No, he's 5'10". Who that was
That's not bad.
5'10"? Well, that's what's called size. They say you are.
You know what? You know what? I just got this feeling that if you look at how we're building both sides of the ball, this team this team can be poised to make a postseason run, man.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
In the postseason, because it's just it was you got to think it was structured in a way 2 years ago where nobody paid us any attention. Nobody paid us any attention, but we stayed in games, and with the lineup we got right now, you can even imagine what's going to happen after the draft.
Hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's when you start. After the draft is when you're gonna start seeing people getting cut. I'm just saying.
Hmm. Yeah,
You're gonna
that's
start
true.
seeing some of these releases, just like last year. People was getting released after the draft. So,
After the draft is going to tell you how big of a headache we going to be.
but you got
Not
you got to take 90 people. You got to take 90 players into to July though. So,
right.
so, like I said, we at 77 right now. We know our special team people are pretty much solid. So,
Hmm.
all right, let's move on to this next group. Then we go into the big uglies. All right, offensive guards, man. We got Chris, solid, stuck there. Matt Hennessy, Jalen Mayfield, still considered a guard. Justin
Still there.
Schaefer, and Kyle Hitton. So we know the right guard's taken care of. So you can pretty much pencil Chris
Yeah,
Lindstrom in.
scratch that out. Yep.
Right guard. Talk to me, Big Will.
Right guard. I think we're gonna have a battle between. I think Hennessy gonna have the leg up if he stay healthy. He gonna have the leg up. And, sheesh. I don't know, man. It gonna be a battle between Hennessy, Mayfield, and Schaefer. I think they're gonna let them battle it out. They're gonna let them battle it out in camp. That other guy, that Hinton dude, he just there for some depth
He's
purposes.
a
But
depth guy.
yeah,
He,
but yeah, them three right there. I think Arthur Smith gonna let them battle it out. He want to see what Jalen Mayfield learned, because that's their draft pick. Jalen
Right.
Mayfield and Schaefer, that's their pick. Hennessy is a holdover, so he gonna want to see what they learned, what they picked up on. I think he's just gonna let them battle out. Best man win. Best man win. I don't see them bringing in another offensive lineman,
You don't
but
see
on
that?
the depth piece out the draft, yeah. But I don't see them bringing in no older one. I think they done the free agent with offensive linemen.
What's your take on that?
I'm, you know, I'm gonna have to incline to agree. I don't know, man. I think Mayfield might give Henderson a run for his money, bro, because he might. I think he's finally healthy, and
This is an interesting
It's
spot.
interesting. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
What's your
But
take on
then you
that?
gotta think about it. Oh, my fault. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, Will. Go ahead, you good.
I'm about to say, just think about it. If Jalen Mayfield do win, that's an advantage for us because that's size at that guard spot. Imagine him pulling. Imagine him
bingo.
pulling and we doing a sweep and he pulling around. That's the first thing you see coming across the line when you come through.
Better make that business decision.
Then the first thing you see, what you gonna do? You probably gonna try to cut his legs off. That's a penalty. You can't do that no more. So
Yeah.
what you finna do?
You got to stay your ground or run.
What you gonna do,
Yeah,
man?
well, it'll be a win if he win. If he win out the job, that'll be a win for us. But that
Mm-hmm.
means he really learned from his mistakes, and now they're adding size to your guard position. So man, that's gonna be deadly.
So there's nobody in this draft you think we can that they will bring in to try to solidify that guard spot.
Well, you mean like take in the early round now? I think they're gonna grab somebody in the late round for some depth piece, but I don't think they're gonna grab nobody in the early round because I think they believe in what they got already. So it won't surprise me. I'm saying that it won't surprise me if they do.
Yeah. What's your take on the one?
Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to go with Will. Let them boys fight it out. Prove who wanted more.
Okay.
Because like you said, if Mayfield has learned something, then that size is definitely gonna come in handy.
That's true.
That's size because you want somebody with size because then what that does is that allows them holes to stay open longer. You see what I'm saying? So you don't so like it makes it tougher for the defense to stop our run game and keep our men from taking it to the house. So I say yeah, let him fight it out because if he's learned something, it's gonna show. If not, then hey,
Let's answer this super chat here. D. Coleman got a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, "I'm worried about Mayfield's mental. Baptized rookie season out the entire 2022. Now back to starter. That's tough. But think about this also. Were they really, really hurt the whole season, or were they just getting work in? We don't know. But yeah, I
All
understand what
right.
you're saying there. It'll be tough.
Yeah.
But there's some people in this draft that I would look at. That special late round that Andrew Voorhees, the kid out of USC.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
I like.
somebody I look at. But you do got these couple guys in there that probably can come in here. Somebody was talking about that Jason Kirkland kid out of Washington, 6'7", 321, that you can probably pick up in the third, fourth round, who can come in and compete and probably get so but like I said, you got Schaefer, you have Mayfield, and you got Hennessy. Out of those three who've been here already that knows the system, you would think that's where they would stay, right? So, but yeah, man, that's gonna be very interesting, especially at that position. But you got us Osiris Torrance, kid out of Florida, big man, plays guard. You got Steve Avila from TCU. I didn't think he was that good myself when I seen him. And then we still got the toothless guy, Cody Mark, 6'5", 302 from Northwestern
Yeah.
State.
I
So,
don't care. I don't care what nobody say. You put that man up front. Any man that ain't got no teeth in the front of his mouth and you stand across from him, you in trouble. Put that man up front.
Suffering succotash.
If
but
he the
but I think we will draft a guard, impossible a tackle also. Not early, not early, but I think we will draft those guys. And like I say, it wouldn't surprise me. It definitely wouldn't surprise me. We go get Voorhees, who's going to be out for the whole season because he messed his leg up in the Senior Bowl down there. So, but that's depth you can have for the following year.
Yep. For the future.
So that's just something to look into. But like I said, we will be drafting linemen. We will draft 2 linemen this year on the offensive side. Early or not, I'm not sure, but I think we will draft 2 of those guys. So
well, cause coach, don't they gotta address that left guard spot?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The left guard, right guard is
Yeah,
solid.
yeah,
That's what we
yeah,
got.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
going? He's there. We ain't
Yeah,
worried about. I'm not worried about the right guard, but we still got to have depth
right.
because anything can happen. Football, anything can happen. Injuries happen. So knock on wood and hope that never happen to my guys, but anything can happen. But they got Schaefer working at that right guard more than they got him working at left guard. I hear. So Schaefer
Hmm.
is actually a replacement in case something happened to our right guard. So
Hey,
that's just something that I see on the depth charts and stuff all the time. He's always behind our right guard for depth. What's up, Red Swan? Welcome in, man. Kevin Henderson. Thanks for hopping in, man. Appreciate y'all. Smooth C78, welcome in, man. I see a lot of people hopped in again. I appreciate everybody in there. Anybody got anything else on these guards, man?
I think we covered everything.
All
Coach.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I ain't got no scenarios on that. But I do got one, but I ain't gonna talk about it. Yes, I am. Harris Johnson. He's
Woo.
top draft guy. He's gonna probably be a first round pick. He says he's willing to change the guard. And Atlanta's one of the teams that he will not mind playing for.
Versatility, and
Yeah.
coach. I want y'all to pay attention. Coach hitting on something without saying it. All the players that we got thus far, defense, offense, whatever, want to be here. Anytime you got a player that's willing to be that flexible, just know they've already penciled him in. They just got to see how it work it out. Because number one, he wants to be here, so it ain't all about the money. Number two, his mindset allows them to make his mindset and versatility will allow Arthur Smith and them to do wonders. Those players are rare.
He's the number one. He's the number one tackle.
Yeah, those are rare. You want those players on your team because you can do a lot and they'll go the extra mile for the team.
And he's one of those guys that you can have him on your team. Think about this. He's one of these guys. You put him at guard. You've seen it happen before. He plays guard for a couple of years. Say Jake leaves in 3 years, give or take 2 or 3 years. You got your left guard right there, ready to go. You just got to put him on that side and work him out some more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, just a thought. Smooth C78. Do you still think gets a target late rounds, or does he go? I think Dante Steele's will go probably 5th round. I think he's still a 5th round pick. So, and he's a bad man too. So, all right, let's move on to the next group. Everybody's favorite, I think. Yep, everybody's favorite.
I knew you was on to something.
I knew I had to be one of them. All right, this is what we have at our center position. I know everybody's gonna start cussing. We got Drew Dahlman, Ryan Nuzell, and Jonathan Harris.
AKA 7-Eleven.
This dude's anything but Dahlman. Okay.
Oh,
Miss,
Not
Miss,
7-Eleven.
there you go, Will. My bad. I got you. All right. He said
Thought
anything
y'all
but
kicked
Dahlman.
me off the show, coach.
No, I
Sad.
didn't.
I was sad.
Yeah.
I
No, coach. Coach. I'm the Sandman.
But yeah. Yeah, man. Now Dahlman, I know everybody ain't gonna like what I'm finna say, but he ain't going nowhere.
Talk to him, coach. Talk to him, coach.
Think about it. He's the same shit. Didn't he play every game last year?
Yeah.
He sure did.
Painfully. Painfully.
And he got better when Ritter got in there. He got better.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, see, coach, go ahead. I'm gonna follow you up.
All right.
Talk that.
Think about this. We had 2,700 yards rushing with who? Dahlman. Right?
Uh-huh.
Who said we can't get 3,000 yard rushing with who? Dahlman.
Okay.
Go ahead, Warren. I know Warren finna
Yeah. Okay. Now, what y'all saying is correct. What people got to understand is if you go back and look at the film of them last 4 games, Ritter, the reason why I say he's a dual threat quarterback, Ritter understands how to adapt to a player's shortcomings. If you watch those games, the first game where Dahlman kind of bobbled the ball a little, bobbled the snap, and Ritter got caught off guard, that's when the guys we thought he had got sacked. He got out of it. He still made the play. That next play, the next 2 plays, if you pay attention, Ritter, he squatted a little bit so that to compensate for Dahlman doing them low snaps. Because that way he doesn't have to look down and then look up to see the play happen. He can squat, get at Dahlman's level, and still be able to see what the defense is doing. And that's where he began to pick up. So you got to think, if they can get chemistry, Ritter and Dahlman can get on the same page, and Ritter can be like, hey, I like it high. Can you snap it high? Can we go over it? Do whatever the case may be. Plus, they'll work with Dahlman and not getting frazzled with the lineman right in front of him. So that speaks volumes to your quarterback. Mariota didn't do that. Mariota got the ball, was frustrated already. He got the ball, got more frustrated, and lost the ball, and then decided to correct himself. Ritter didn't do that.
Another thing people need to look at also, somebody went to the Super Bowl doing almost the same exact thing. Adjusting their vision for their center. Who's that person?
Go ahead and say it. Somebody said, yep.
Jalen Hurts, he can get down there like a catcher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. But think about this. How tall is Ritter?
6 something.
Okay.
Taller than me.
Now I'm gonna do a comparison. How tall is Mariota?
Not that damn tall.
You
I
got
think
Okay.
Ritter 6'4". They your boy Mariota 6'4".
yeah, they about the same height. Yeah, they about the same
Okay.
height.
Okay. Now the difference is in mindset. If you know good and well this man snaps it low, then you adjust your height so that you compensate for him snapping it low. The problem is when your quarterback has to look down at the ball to make sure the placement is where his hands are going to be able to get it. That's a second he takes his eyes off the defense. That's a second to where that's the difference between a blitz getting home and him making a play or being able to do an audible. So if I can adjust the height, if I can squat a little bit more and still keep my eyes on the defense, then I don't have to worry about trying to recover from a bobble snap. It's all about football, whether people want to admit it or not, it's all about adjustments. And some of them adjustments are micro. You don't see them. So if it can shave off a second, then that's the difference between a play being blown up and a successful play.
This is a true fact right here.
That's the true fact. That's why I was laughing, Coach.
That's a true fact right there. Peter Kunz, oh my
Yes,
God.
we've had
And
much
he was a second round pick.
facts.
But no, Darwin, plus you got to think of that was his first year starting, people.
Say that again, Coach.
First
Yep.
year starting.
It
Like they
definitely
say,
was his first year.
like they say, he was baptized.
Yeah, they all were. They all were. But you got to think that chemistry. Now you got to think. Picture the chemistry they would have going into this season with the repetitions him and Ritter. With the repetitions him and Ritter gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
Ritter gonna call that man. Look, you the center. You the beginning of the offense. We need to get on one page.
Give me the ball first.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Before anybody else show up, me and you need to practice getting the snaps, and because you got to think when they get on one page, they'll get to the point where it'll be second nature. Dahlman will know exactly how Ritter needs it to be snapped, and then that's when everything else just gels.
Take practice, man.
Yeah. Because you got to think, if I'm sure enough as a center, if I'm sure enough that I know how my quarterback likes it snapped, then I can focus on the guy in front of me. If I'm worried about how I'm going to snap the ball, I'm not focused on the guy in front of me. So that means I'm not focused on, after I snap the ball, how do I block? Is my leverage okay? Am I down low enough? You see what I'm saying? So this first year, he was double-minded. He was like, oh gosh, I hope I snap the ball right, and I hope I can block. You can't. You ask any player, you can't play double-minded in no sport.
Mm-mm.
And there's a lot of centers. If we decide to go get some centers, there's a lot of them out there in this draft too. There's a lot of them out there. So we can get a center in fourth round. That'd be good. Fifth round, sixth round.
Well, coach, I got a question for everybody. How do you develop a player if you don't know what they're weak at?
That's a great point, Juan.
You can't really
You got to be bad before you're good.
walk before you got to crawl before you walk, right?
Right.
Unless you're a robot or alien.
How you know what to do right if you don't make mistakes?
Right. If the coach know your quarterback smart enough to adjust to your center, and your center has been playing the whole season, they know exactly what they need to work on. And part of that going to be chemistry. And I promise you, that chemistry between them two get where it need to be, you ain't going to trust me. That snap game will be on point every time.
That dude a brother of the let's go. Juice shrugs. I thought he was a white dude. He's a brother. Anyway, there's our centers. Anybody got any more comments on the center? Will?
No sir, no
Okay.
sir.
All right. You know what we got next? We got the other uglies. This is kind of solid right here to a degree. So, you know, we got Jake. We got the vet there. Got Caleb gonna be on their right side. Jermaine Affetti, I'm surprised they re-signed him, but they re-signed him. But he's a lineman who can play more than one position though, so that way helps him out a lot.
Versatility. Hmm.
But this Joshua Mile guy, he started in what's that damn town he just came from the Cardinals. I think they say he started a couple games with the Cardinals, and the Cardinals just picked our other center up, other guy up just the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you got Tyler Vrabel. I don't know if he's there because the dad's friend with the coach or if he's worth being there. So I don't know. I had no idea. But
We
this is
shall
our
see.
offensive tackle side. So we're gonna probably carry probably 5 tackles and 4 gonna probably 3 stay on the roster at a time. And I think Jermaine Affetti is gonna be acting mostly all the time because he can play guard too. He's an emergency guard guy too. But yeah, we're solid at tackle, man. I don't think we need to draft a tackle unless we draft one for the future. If you don't want to draft one for the future, because you drafted it early, if you especially first or second round, you expect him to play in the next year or two. So
I think I think a lot of these guys like offensive OTs, man, they'll probably get it in the free agency. Undrafted free agency.
yeah. Like I said,
I
what you call his, you can't get rid of Jake no time soon. We
knew.
Yep.
because if you didn't release Jake this year, you got 55 million dead cap.
Nope. Hell
No,
no.
no, don't like that.
Nope. Bring
Don't
your
like
ass
that.
back here. Bring your ass back
No.
here.
Next
Yep.
year,
Come on
if you do
home.
it, if you do it next year, was it 24? You got a
No.
27 million dead cap.
No.
Nope.
Hell no.
Come on home.
Nope.
So you do it in 25, you only got a $7 million dead cap.
I might
Mm,
be
That,
able to deal with
that
that,
that
but
that's manageable.
Yeah, so but you'll save $11 million. So it may happen after 24, but that's 2 more years. We know Drake's gonna be in the house.
Right.
So all right, you got anything on the tackles, Big Will?
Our tackle position.
Yeah,
Ah, hey, we good right now. Probably
and we
just depth. Like I say, I think we're gonna pick up depth everywhere. So
yeah
as far as like uh you speaking on first round, I mean early round picks or whatever.
there's several people that they looked at who's actually came in for a visit, but I don't see them picking them. I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
I
Like
don't
I
know.
say with offense, like I said with the offense line position, I think that they're gonna be picking up depth. That's all I think they're gonna be looking at depth. Cause I think they really believe in what they got.
Right. So all right, well, hey man, it's on to the final straw now. Yeah, we know who that position that
That's
is.
my quarterback, coach.
hey, bro.
Mr. Riddler.
All right, this is the quarterback room, man. Solid quarterback room, man. I hate to say, but you got
Yeah.
Devin, you got Tyler Henneke, and you got Logan Woodside, who could be a great scout team quarterback for you.
Yep.
So, cause we had two Felipe Frank with the scout team last year, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's that's on another subject. All right,
Hey,
saying it
if you
now.
want to call it scout team for Felipe,
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know now. The Falcons will not be drafting a quarterback early. If we get a quarterback, it'll be last round. Just somebody come in for depth. And then again, I don't think we're gonna draft one. I think we'll probably pick one up in the undrafted free agent thing, just to come in
Yeah.
to have that just that workout. So
At this point, I don't see no quarterbacks getting drafted. Nah. Mm-mm.
Ulysses Bernard, awesome name. I like that. He said, I don't think he was hurt for real. I think he was just keeping him on the roster without teams being able to punt him from practice. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. You hide your people, man.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
Falcons are good. The Falcons are good at that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to
yeah,
y'all.
Real good.
Falcons are great
Real
at
good.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Man,
good at
bro.
But see,
Man,
that
that's how
roster.
you play chess. That's how you play chess. You, like I said, a lot of this, the reason why you don't see Falcons go into panic mode because they know who they got. They know who they got. They know who they're developing.
Y'all see all the people they this past year they brought up from the practice squad. They used them when somebody went down or something was going on. They plucked them from the practice squad and put them right
Right.
back there. If you came up there, you did well, and we needed you. You stayed up. So yeah, man. Like I say, you got 53-man roster, but you can only dress 58. I mean 48 during the game. So, which I think is the stupid thing on earth, but that's another story too. Anyway, Desmond Ritter, is he our number one quarterback?
Absolutely.
yes, sir. I know he's my number one quarterback.
I know he's mine right now.
But I've said it in the past. I'm gonna say it again. I've said it all over Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I'm gonna trust this man until he gives me a reason not to
Not to
trust him.
trust. Like we
There
did
you go.
Marcus.
There you go.
That's what being a fan is about.
All right.
The problem is people look, man. We seen the narrative. We heard everybody say what they gonna say. Everybody in their feelings. They don't know. It's misguided expectations. I'm gonna call everybody out that was talking sideways. It's misguided expectations because realistically, every quarterback that comes into the NFL is unproven. You cannot get around that. I don't care how good the quarterback ended up. I don't care how long their career was. I don't care how many strides or Super Bowls they won. Every quarterback that comes into the NFL is unproven. Period. College is not the same as the NFL. College gives you a snapshot of what this quarterback could be. People want to use the end as the beginning. They want to use the end result of a quarterback as the beginning of their career. And a lot of times it's a lot of factors involved. You got good quarterbacks that can get with terrible coaches and that ruins them. You can have good quarterbacks that go to good coaches and they become breakout stars, or vice versa. You can have good quarterbacks that go to good coaches and their quarterback can be terrible. It just depends. But every quarterback that comes into this league is unproven. And it just depends on who you like as to who you give the pass to. Period. We didn't win over. We didn't win over um, the past quarterbacks, whichever round they were taken in. You didn't heard the stories of quarterbacks and how they got started. But Ritter is unproven. And the process, whether you like it or not, or agree with it, is going to have to take place.
Yep.
And he's
The NFL is like facing Georgia or better every week.
right. Right. But see that their problem is because they don't like a certain quarterback, they want to skip over the process and paint paint the man in a box to say, oh, well, because, we don't like him, then, he's not going to be good, when you can't skip the process. I don't care how much you don't like a quarterback. If he's unproven, he's unproven. He has to have his time to shine.
I'm gonna mention something. I don't think nobody ever went over his stats in college.
No, they didn't.
I'm looking at Tom Brady's stats right now.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
Right?
No. You finna go real stat?
No, Tom Brady's.
Oh, Tom Brady. Okay.
All right. He got there in '96, right? Played in 2 games. First year, I'm going his last 2 years that he played significant time. In '98, he played in 12 games. He threw 323 passes for 20 yards, right? I'm sorry, 200 completion. He had 2,400 yards passing, 14 touchdowns, right? 10 interceptions, right? 99, 295 pass attempts, 180 completions, 22-17 with 16 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. His total college was 61.9 completion rating, 4,700 yards passing, almost 48, 30 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. So his touchdown interception rate was like 40-some%.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady was a 6th-round draft choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he went. Tom Brady wasn't expected to be anywhere on the field, being that drafted that low, right?
Right.
All right. Our quarterback is a 3rd-round pick, which is a high pick for a quarterback.
Right.
If you look at Dez's numbers compared to Tom Brady, 2 different things. Dez's number make Tom Brady look like he's a pedestrian.
Right.
So all the hate that they're giving this man, well, I ain't saying everybody, but the unsureness, the unconfident, what's it called? It makes no sense. But then you look at Justin Fields' number coming from Ohio State. He had big numbers because he had PlayStation offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot it where it's at.
What?
Right? But he's from Ohio State. And your 1 and 2 quarterbacks come from schools that are not known for their quarterbacks, guys. None of their quarterbacks, except I'm gonna say, Ken Stabler. I think he went to Alabama. Been anything worth, I still can't find an Ohio State quarterback that's been very successful.
Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Hey, coach.
Keep waiting.
Hey, coach. Yes. But you know where the hate stems from, don't you? People's expectations are, I don't feel he's proven until he becomes popular. And what I mean by popular, Brady, nobody took Brady seriously. Nobody took Brady seriously, and Brady didn't become popular until he won that first Super Bowl. And that's their litmus test. They don't care about the stats. They don't care about the career. They don't care about his intangibles on the field. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is, can he get that first Super Bowl under his belt, and then we'll say he's proven, because that's the only measuring stick they're gonna use to measure players with. That's if you look at every quarterback, that's what they use to measure every quarterback. Can they get to a Super Bowl, and then they're proven?
We can't say that one. They ain't even say Matt Ryan was proven when he made it to the Super Bowl. They kept doubting him.
Well, but you're correct. You're correct. But what it is if you notice, why are they with Falcons fans, they have a jaded expectation because entertainment. Let me back up. When Vic came here, we just gonna be real. When Vic came here, nobody expected the Falcons to win anything. That's why they leaned. That's why they clung to entertainment. Because real deep down, if you was a Falcons fan during that time, you had to talk about the conversations behind the game. And the conversations behind the game were the ones people don't want to talk about when it comes to the Vic era. Nobody expected this team to win nothing. All they wanted, so they clung to the entertainment. Why? Because entertainment is popular. Nobody cared about the wins because they figured the team wasn't going to win anyway. So they clung to the popularity. They clung to the entertainment. But when we talk about winning and it's not popular, now you got to sit up here and say that stick is, oh, well, he need to win a Super Bowl to be proven. He need to win a Super Bowl to be proven. And Matt Ryan was not popular. So the fans couldn't cling to the entertainment. They had to cling to, okay, can this man win? That is the gripe between Vic and Matt Ryan. And they're looking through that same lens for Ritter. Like, oh, shit, he's not popular. He's not entertaining, in my opinion. So now, can he win? Because at the end of the day, it's about feeling good. And if we know we can't depend on the team to win, we at least need to be entertained. That's why everybody's harping on ticket sales and all that. That's why people love the Vic era, because it made them feel good, even though they deep down felt the team wasn't going to win anything.
Made me feel good.
So, yeah, I'm calling people out, old and new.
All right. Got another super chat from Red Storm, $9.99. So I'm so pissed at the way Dez has been consistently dissed. I love as our quarterback confidence in himself. He said, "I love our quarterback's confidence in himself." Okay, he knows what he can do. He took sensitive national recognition and plays with a chip on his shoulder. It's hate, man.
Facts.
It's hate. So, yeah, man. Dez gonna be okay. Dez gonna be okay. So, get behind the man. That's all I ask. That's all we ask him. Get behind him. He's your quarterback. So, you like it or not, he's the quarterback. Anyway, somebody Ulysses said he said Ritter's not a dual threat. He's just a mobile pocket passer. So
What's the
a dual threat means what? He can run the ball when he needs to run the ball, right?
What is the difference?
Yeah.
That's what I'm confused about.
A dual. Wait. No. I got it. Ulysses. Listen to the term dual threat. Ritter is not limited to one style of play. He can pass from the pocket, and if need be, he can scramble, which includes scrambling to extend plays to pass downfield or scramble to run for a first down.
Design runs, yes, he can do that.
Right. See, again, y'all want to take attributes away from him because he's not what you like. He's a dual threat quarterback. He's a dual threat. Y'all like to pick and choose what attributes you want to give a man based on how you like him. He showed you he was a dual threat in the 4 games that he played.
I understand what he's saying, but he doesn't consider him a full. When he talk about, I see what he's saying. You're looking at Justin Field. What's that? They consider him a dual threat, right?
How? In order for you to be a dual threat, you got to be able to do 2 things. Here's my understanding.
I understand what he's saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
However, Riddick considered to me is a dual threat running back because he can run when he needs to, but he doesn't need to. He doesn't make that his first priority.
Right.
So some of these guys, the most dual threat guys you're talking about, so that means C.J. Stroud's not a dual threat quarterback yet.
Right.
He's a pocket passer. We know that.
But he can run the ball when he needs to.
He can. Yeah. He can.
Part of being a dual threat quarterback
He can do
is
both.
being able to read the defense enough to know what steps you need to take to do what. See, yeah, if you get a pocket quarterback, he can just throw from the pocket. That's fine. But guess what? If he can't scramble out when it comes time for somebody send pressure up the gut, 9 times out of 10 he gonna get sacked, and he's one dimensional. And teams know how to game plan for that. Ritter's not that.
He's a Ritter fan. He has a different perspective on what he thinks a dual threat person is. That's all it is.
And I get it. I mean, like I said, I get it. It's everybody's going to see Ritter from their own vantage point.
Right.
But what I want him to understand is the definition of a dual threat. He is a quarterback that can adjust to whatever happens during the play. Most dual threat quarterbacks like to stay in the pocket but you have some that like to run first. A dual threat quarterback can do both things. It just depends on the situation. Now, if he was just a pocket passer, yeah, then I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that with confidence.
All right. Also, I'm going to go back to that Tom Brady thing. How we talking about Tom Brady? We talking about Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. He came popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know what his numbers was in the Super Bowl?
That year?
Yeah. I got it.
What were they, Coach?
He was 16 for 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
145 passing yards.
Yeah.
Ooh.
1 touchdown. 1 sack. I think he ran the ball for... No, he was sacked for... Yeah. He ran the ball for 3 yards.
Yeah. He got outplayed.
Yeah.
Hold on now. He played against Kurt Warner. 28 for 44, 365 yards. So, if he had this amount, 1 touchdown, so how many, who won that Super Bowl? Don't you think it was a defense?
Yep.
That's a safe assessment.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing here?
Building the defense.
That's my case.
So you
Your
didn't
Honor.
say defense when you talking about Tom Brady, Coach.
How dare you, Coach?
How dare
Like I
you
said,
make
Your
sense,
Honor,
Coach?
I rest my
The
case.
blasphemy of that statement.
Sir, you know how many people's coffee you stirred with that statement, Coach?
Okay, Coach,
Hey,
you gonna stop cussing
I'm
over
just
here.
thinking out loud. That's all I'm doing.
Coach over here cussing before Easter Sunday. Cussing.
Right, I told you it's Passover.
Where my holy water at?
Yeah, that's just facts and stats, right?
Right.
I'm reading from what they got in here.
So coach, since we're gonna go down the rabbit hole, since you just read that off, and that's how they won their first Super Bowl with Brady, ain't it safe to say that we may be on track to doing that if we had this defense the way it's supposed to be?
It won't hurt.
Yeah.
But they want that dude. I ain't calling his name out no more. So you ain't gotta worry about the name getting called. If I hit him the what's called, I'm gonna throw a green hanky at you.
Flag on the play.
My green one don't show on this because I got a green screen. I gotta go get the blue one. So I'm gonna switch that up. But yeah, man, that's what we got. But I keep hearing people talking about Stetson Bennett in the 5th round somewhere. I'm not gonna go on that boot because everybody want to start cussing Stetson too. Stetson go get drafted, and I'm gonna tell somebody that person who was on that team ain't careful. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it like this. Pay very close attention the week before draft. Pay very close attention the week before draft, because that is the week that teams are going to panic. It's cool. It's cute right now because it's early April. That week before draft, because I'm telling you, each team is assessing its own division. The week before draft, there's gonna be some panic moves made, panic calls made.
D Coleman is a troublemaker.
Oh, we know. We know.
That's all right though. I love having him in here because he keep us entertained and keep us on our feet. So, what's up, Brian Peoples? Welcome in, man. But yeah, man, we got any questions in here, man? Hop in because it's almost going on 2 hours. I ain't know it's that late.
Hey, time fly when you're having fun. That's all we
Yeah,
been
There,
man.
doing right now.
there you
That's
go,
it.
Will. There you
That's
go.
it.
But yeah, man, this gonna like I tell everybody, man, this is gonna be a very interesting draft, especially on the offensive side. I can see some stuff going on people ain't gonna like, but hey, you part of this. If you want to be part of this team, man, support them no matter what they do.
Shake
Simple
'em
as
up,
that.
Yeah.
shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up.
They know better
Trust me.
because you can see them.
Trust
You
me.
can see the change in this culture and this team already. You can see it. You
Already.
got players of certain calibers saying, "Yeah, I want to go to Atlanta." Yeah, something
Yeah.
has changed.
Yeah. Tr- Look, trust me. Like K Style said, you gonna love this team. You gonna love it. Cause one thing about it, when we winning, y'all gonna forget all about this free agency, all of this. All yeah, I don't forget all about that. Trust me.
Uh, Another PR said he want these boys to be a bunch of thugs. We don't want no thugs. We don't
Hey,
thugs go to jail. We don't need anybody going
hey,
to jail during the season.
he
Look,
want
look, look.
he want the replacements.
He
That's what he
wasn't
want.
replacement. Huh?
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
them.
As long
Yeah,
as they keep look, as long as they keep it on the field.
yeah, keep
We
on
don't
the
need that
field. Yeah, yeah,
foolishness off the field. Keep it on the
Yeah,
field.
exactly,
just be
exactly.
violent. Like
Yeah.
Be
Lance said, just be
violent.
violent. Yes, sir. All right, Jalen Carter. We talking defense tomorrow. I ain't talking about defense today. Y'all can forget about defense today. I ain't talking about defense. I do defense tomorrow.
Stay tuned to tomorrow.
Stay tuned to
Stay
tomorrow,
tuned.
12 o'clock, man. Regulator show at 8, and Coach Unchained come back on doing part 2 of this roster, man. Defense gonna be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Ooh.
Very, very, very interesting.
Eddie.
But hey, man, we're finna go to get out of here. So let's see everybody get their last words. Talk to me, Big Ant.
Hey man, we appreciate everybody coming out supporting us, bro. Y'all stay tuned, man. This team is about to put the whole league on notice.
We're gonna shock the world, baby.
Shock the whole world.
That's
Not
it.
just in the States. We just talk about the States. We talking about the whole world be shocked. Because we're building a whole team. Not just part of a team, not just over here, not just some things right here and there. No, the whole team. And what come back tomorrow. Y'all see what we're talking about.
Yo. Listen, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Also, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the regulators. We're gonna, expand on some of the things we talked about today. But listen, all y'all that's gonna stick with the Falcons, stick with y'all team. Stick with them. We promise you, this season's gonna be a whole lot different. This is a culture change, and trust me, Terry and them ain't done yet. They not done yet, but we want y'all to make sure y'all pay attention to the intricate details, as Mike would say. Anyway, hey, look, we appreciate y'all again. Thank you for taking your time out. Hey, this is a therapist, man. I'm out.
Big Will. Is he in there?
I don't know.
Uh,
I think
Yeah,
Dirk
man.
Cutter
Derek
got him.
Cutter messing with me. Derek Cutter.
there you go.
Yeah, Derek Cutter messing with me, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, man. Y'all make sure y'all stick in with this AFN family. You know we coming with that content. We the one gonna tell you the truth. We ain't gonna goddamn feed you no lollipop and tell you it's candy apple rain. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know,
Candy
we
apples
got
ain't
Yes,
time for
good.
all
sir.
the shenanigans. You know what I'm talking about, man. All
Hey,
these content creators selling you these dreams and everything, man. We're gonna tell you how it is.
All right, all
You feel
right,
what
all
I'm
right.
saying?
Nope. You come in and scratch at that big wheel, in and out. But I got you, man.
Itchy and scratchy.
Anyway, man. Hey, man. It's Coach Unchained, man. Been a good show, man. This is my second. I'm through for the day. I'm doing 2 more tomorrow. All right. So you guys, thanks everybody who's in this chat, man, for joining me today, man. Joining one Big Will, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, man. I'm on my way to 200 somewhere. I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm on the way to 200, I think. Anyway, you guys do that. Make sure you go to AFN, GSN, Mad Mike, K-Style, everybody. Anybody that's AFN fan, man,
All
hit
right.
those subscribe button. But make sure you like this video, man. Share this video out. Tell your friends, man, to come join the regulated show tomorrow. Come check me out later on tomorrow afternoon. We gonna do it again, man. So it's been a good, like I said, been a great show. Thanks, you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Peace.
later.
Peace.